Hello, this is Dr. Anshika Agarwal. I just felt the need of popping up in between the QSR series because being a dentist at the first place, I couldn't resist myself from sharing my views and concern towards the chaos going on every dentist's mind. Is the world really going to change for the dental fraternity?
सो आफ्टर द लॉकडाउन गेट्स ओवर हमारे लिए सिनेरियो कैसा रहेगा? क्या हम पहले की तरह ही पेशेंट्स कर पाएंगे? क्या हम पीपीई किट्स की हेल्प से भी पहले की तरह अपना डेंटल रूटीन प्रैक्टिस कर पाएंगे? क्या हमारा डेंटल स्टाफ, डेंटल डीलर्स और डेंटल लैब टेक्नीशियंस से कम्युनिकेशन वैसा ही रहेगा जैसे कि पहले था? और क्या क्या चेंजेस आएंगे आफ्टर लॉकडाउन? दीज आर सम ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस दैट आर पॉपिंग अप इन 90% ऑफ द डेंटिस्ट माइंड. First things first, as most probably the lockdown will be still extending after the 3rd May, let's assume the situation will remain almost the same, and I guess spikes of the virus will continue to persist even after for few months or maybe for the entire year. And that could be very, very risky for us, especially for the dental surgeons. We as dental surgeons should fully endorse with the government as the country itself is going through a lot of low economy and crisis. There are so many needy people to be looked after. There are so many older patients that need our care and also some patients besides the COVID. So, amidst all, opening our dental clinics will be like fanning the flame and keeping at stake the lives of our staff, the dental lab technician, the dental dealers, and also our family if by any chance a COVID patient falls in our clinic for any of the treatment. By all means, we'll be screwed if we decide to open the clinic anyhow soon after the lockdown gets over. But yes, have a dental emergency plan and share the plan with the patients and with the staff and teach them as to what is the dental emergency for which they can decide to visit the clinic. Let us learn about some emergency dental care services. First would be a bleeding that won't stop. Second would be post surgery care that you can't do it yourself. Third would be a serious pain in tooth. And fourth will be the swollen areas in and around your mouth, which is gums, face, and neck. Fifth would be wires in your braces that hurts a lot and is not manageable by yourself. Sixth would be dentures that are faulty or have sharp edges. Seventh would be dentures that won't work the right way. Eighth would be a temporary crown that is lost or broken badly. And ninth would be signs of infection that includes pain and swelling. And 10th would be traumatic injury to teeth and periodontal structures. So these are the 10 conditions when a patient can decide to visit the clinic or have a treatment by the dentist. But advise your patient to call beforehand, explain the problem and fill up the digital form for appointment so that the concerned dentist could decide that if the treatment is that urgent or could be postponed, and if at all it has to be get treated, then all the safety measures are precautiously taken before the patients arrive. I would still like to remind my fellow dentists that corona is highly contagious in many ways you must be aware about. So don't think that just by wearing an N95 mask or by wearing a face shield or a PPE kit would be enough to consider practicing your normal dental routine. Plus, we are yet to feel what it is like to wear the PPE kit and work on the patient. Plus, aerosol can be a big challenge for us, right? And we can't even avoid it for some procedures at least. So, thinking logically and practically, I would say we all need to be mentally strong in this tough situation. Expenses will be taken care of some or the other way for the next few months, and the world will not end if you have to shut down your clinics for another 2 to 3 months. Stay away from mental negativity and instead indulge in the things you were procrastinating till now. Don't expect from the government as they would be doing their best from their side. But we as responsible citizens will now have to take action of not taking any action by putting ourselves back foot and not opening our clinics for at least 2 to 3 months from now so that there isn't a disastrous outbreak amongst our dental fraternity. So, just to summarize, don't be negligent, instead, be inquisitive about learning new skills, new procedures, and new things. Grab command over your weaknesses and make your strengths even more strong. Be productive, be courageous, stay at home, stay safe, and yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our video. Bye bye.